This is where our chicken coop used to be, this little square here. So today we're going to put in a raised bed and make use of all this chicken manure here. Alright, to make a raised bed, what we did, we just got 3 8-footers of Doug fir. Would like to get cedar because it's a little bit more rot resistant, but it's pretty dry here, so we'll be okay. So we got 3 8-footers. These ones are 12 inches tall. You can get 10 inches, they're a little bit cheaper, but the taller your raised bed is, the better it's going to be. Cut one of these, I already cut one in half, and these are going to be the ends, about 4-footers. So I have 4-foot ends and about 8 feet long, and we're going to put it where our old chicken coop used to be. So I'm going to start drilling the holes to screw this all together. You want to pre-drill your ends so that you're not splitting the wood at the ends. Alright, so I have both ends here, and I'm going to drill through so I can put the same holes on both boards. I'm about 3/4 of an inch from the end, and just making these holes slightly wider than the screw I'm going to use. So we're picking the rocks out of the chicken coop area so that we'll have just this nice chicken manure kind of base for the new raised bed. Alright, now I'm gonna pre-drill the holes on the side pieces. So I pre-drilled these holes a little bit wider than my screw, which I've got just some 3-inch construction screws. They have the star head, which turns out to work really nicely. So I've got this firewood here. I'm just holding the whole set up so it doesn't fall over. I'm drilling in the top and bottom screws first, then I'll reinforce it with the rest. Alright, so we're still drilling, putting the sides on. So I pre-drilled these a little bit wider, and now I've got a slightly narrower bit so that my screws will bite. That's good.
Right now I recruited some helpers that move the raised bed right into our spot here. Alright, so let's do these. Got it? Yes. This way. And then do these right back. There you go. Watch your fingers. There it is.
Okay. Alright, now this is not essential, but it will help with irrigation to just level it at least close to level so that all the water is not rushing to one side or the other of your raised bed. So I just got my hori knife here because I can scrape out underneath in different spots, and I can throw some bricks or rocks underneath the ends that are too low.
This end is the high end. Dig out. Put it underneath.
Getting closer, and yeah, that's in the lines, close enough. Alright, so we've got the raised bed placed again. Now I'm leveling it the other direction. It's a little high on this side, so again, my hoary knife, good for planting and construction. Just scrape out underneath some of the high spots.
See if we can get it a little bit closer to level. Close. Not sure where it's hung up. Yeah. That's in the lines, so I just need a really quick jump on. Yeah, even better. Right.
Okay, now I've got the raised bed mostly level. I'm gonna just pry around with my little mini pitchfork here, just work up the soil so that there'll be good drainage. Tell me what. Now I've tilled this up a little bit with my pitchfork, and now we've got some compost from the garden. We're going to start laying it in, and then we're going to top dress it probably with this G&B Organics raised bed potting mix. There's some worm grow and Harvest Supreme. We kind of got a mix of everything. Hopefully that'll make a nice medium for all of our herb garden to grow in. Okay, as you can hopefully see from the time lapse, we put a lot more soil in here than we ever thought would fit in here, and we still have our bags to fill it up with the good stuff. But this is all from our compost bin, and yeah, that was, boy, I don't know how many bucket loads we put in there, but it's a lot. So definitely buy a lot more dirt than you think you're going to need if you're buying soil. If you have soil on your site, then you're ready to go. But now we're going to start spreading some of our G&B Organics that we got. So I think I'm going to put my worm grow on the bottom and then put my raised bed and potting mix on the top, and maybe the premium underneath there. Again, another good use of your hoary. Opening up your bags. And this is the Harvest Supreme. I just believe in a potpourri of flavors of soil for any garden. Let's get all the different things. This is beautiful. And last we'll throw in the raised bed mix. I might level this a little bit first. We're leaving plenty of room, not only because we're lazy, but we can always add more soil to this over the years, and you probably will want to add soil maybe every other year, kind of just depending on your plant's needs and what you have growing in here. We are planning to do mostly an herb garden here because it's right next to our kitchen window. So we'll see what kind of herbs we have growing every day just outside the window. Yeah, that looks nice. We've got like 3 or 4 inches left to add soil over the years. Gardening here. So, and just only making this level so that water will travel evenly when we're watering this. Yeah, I think we're ready to plant. This looks nice.